Good afternoon, everybody. Here I am Rajita Devi, Government Degree College, Hayatnagar, Department of Computer Science. Today I am discussing about on BSc 4th semester database management system. Before going to that, what is a database management system? Basic concepts. Just know what is a data, and before going to that, what is an information? I am telling about on that. What is a data? Data is anything such as a name of person, number, image, a sound, etc. We are calling with these are the data. And for example, I am taking here data is anything name. I am taking here some Monica is a name and 25 years, just a student, etc. It is a data. Suppose that name is Monica is a name, 25 is a number, student is an information. Data is processed and converted into a meaningful and useful form, which is an useful form. It is known as information. It is known as information. And then before going on that example, for example, Monica is a 25 years of old, which is a data. She is a student is an information. This is about a data and information. And then in what is a DBMS? Data and then data information. After that, what is a DBMS? DBMS is a storing data, and we are storing it whenever we are retrieving, whenever we want to retrieving the information has been necessity, whenever we want to take the type of data in age of business. The term data can be defined as a set of isolated and unrelated data facts with an implicit meaning. This is about a DBMS. After that, this is which data is need, what purpose we need a data. We are using data. Data was stored in repositories. We are storing, for example, anything in either we can daily uses anyone. We are using files. We are storing for files, books, ledgers, etc. Storing data and retrieving information from these repositories are time-consuming tasks. For example, we are storing a number of files. We want to fill out the number of files and books, ledgers, so many things. It is a time-consuming task. Instead of that, we are using computer-related tons of papers. It required file folders and ledgers as for storing important information. Instead of that, for that purpose, we are using this device can easily manage and organize the data. Whenever we are using the database, this is need for database. After that, what is data in depth? I am going to tell about a data can be defined as a collection of related data, which is a collection of related data from which can user efficiently retrieve. Whenever user can want to retrieve the data, he can retrieve and use it, the desired information. A data can be anything from a simple collection of a roll number, address, a phone number of students. This is about a brief definition of data. After that, to a complex collection of sounds, images, even video or film clippings also. And then what is the difference in between database are non-computerized and then data can be are computerized? There are the two things will be there. One is computerized means, for example, I am taking here a dictionary, a phone book, a collection rotors and a collection of recipients and TV guide will be there. And then a database are computerized is, for example, customer file, employee book catalog, equipment inventories and transactions. These are the difference in between. We are using daily used, computerized and then non-computerized. After that, done the operations by the database. How can be done? How can we use the database? How many operations are done in database? To store of data, number one, and adding, updating, deleting data. Storing data, adding, updating whenever we want to update, whenever we want to add, whenever we want to delete the data. It must also provide techniques for data sharing among several users. If we want to share the data, we can share it. Whenever we store the data, then only we share the data. These are the operations done by the DBMS database. And then next concept is basic concepts and definitions will be there. In the basic concepts, what is a data? It is a definition as raw facts or raw material data consisting of facts, text, numericals, values, images, sounds and video segments. This is about a data. Already we discussed it. Then now, what is a raw facts? What is a raw material? And then text, numerical. These are all the kinds of data. After that, processed, that is a collection of information. That means the process of converting the facts into meaningful information is known as data processing. Whenever we are using one process that is converting into facts into meaningful information, that is known about a data processing. Data and then data converted into processing. After that, it will give the information. For example, I am taking here, it is the data, the descriptions and the properties and characteristics of another data. For example, or we can take it as another definition. For this, data about the another data is called a metadata. For example, I am taking here one student ID list is there and student name is list is there and student marks is list is there. Student ID I am taking here some numbers, student names I am taking here, and then student marks will be there. This is data only. For example, what is a metadata? Metadata means some name will be there and type will be there and length will be there and then description will be there. Names, I am giving here some names. Type, which type I am taking here? About a depth. Which type of data I am? SID is an integer. S name is a character. S marks is an integer. Like that. Integer is a length. How can we can take a length? Length is some, I am taking here some length will be there, and then character key some length will be there, and integer some length will be there. A description, student ID is some description is there. Student is an ID, student name and student marks. These are a brief description about the data is nothing but metadata. Is known nothing but a metadata. Data name. For that I am taking here type and length and description here. This is data about the another data is called an metadata. An organized collection of logically related data. Database may be any size and complexity. Which is an any size. We can take it as an any complexity. And then the symbol will be there, symbol of database, which is shown as figure. This is the symbol of database. And then a salesperson may contain a small database of customer contact on his laptop. Some salesman is there, he is maintaining some customer contacts on his own laptop, consists of a few megabyte of data. He is maintaining only some megabyte of data will be there. And a large corporation may build a very large database consisting of several terabytes of database. He is maintaining a very large, He's maintaining terabytes of data, and then it is the collection of program enable user to create and maintain a database. Whenever a person take the database, he is maintaining his own database only. Is a collection of program and enable user to create and maintain a database. After that, it is a program module which provides the interface below between low level data stored in the database, the application program queries that are submitted to the system. Whenever we want to take a program module, that is interface in between level of stored, which is a storing in levels that are divided into application queries, that is submitted to the system. And after that, what are the application system and database? In between, in the picture I am showing here, application is converted into a database, which is application divided in between interface will be the DBM, database manager will be there. In the database manager is converted into stored a database in that server. In each and every database, DBMS is having central control of both the data and program accessing the data. After that, the person having such central control over the system is called database administrator. Some person is having some central control over the system. That person is called as an database administrator. In this case, I am going to tell about some companies there. There are inventing some queries will be there. That is, I am going to tell about on that. Fine Valley Furniture Company will be there. This company having 3 independent computer applications are there. They are implementing 3 applications. One is the order filling system, second one is the invoicing system, and third one is the payroll system will be there. In this order department, which is divided into 3 departments, order department, accounting department, and payroll department will be there. In this order filling system, which is shown on figure, you see, after that invoicing system is there, and then payroll system is there. In this order filling system, program A, system A will be there, system B and system C is there. And then invoicing also program A and program B, and payroll systems is in this program A and program B will be there. After that, in this order filling system, the customer master file will be there. That is the server which the data is stored in that. Inventory master file is there, that is the server, and then black order file will be there. This is overall about an order filling system. Next, converted into invoicing system is there. In this inventory pricing file is there, customer master file is there, and then payroll systems is the employee master file will be there. In these 3 departments, we are discussing about on that what will happen whenever using the database. Some conditions are there. In above file processing system, applications are developed independently, and each application has its own file resulting. In this case, applications are developed independently, but each application has its own file resulting, which is having result is own resulting. In second case, each application has having its own private file, and user have a little opportunity. They are giving the big opportunity, only a little opportunity to share the data outside their own applications, which is flexible, which is not flexible to use the user for the user. And then in third case, if same data is duplicated in more than one file, then automatically the resultant data will be inconsistent state. For example, if we are storing in this as shown figure, you observed it, in this 3 customer master file is there, inventory master file is there, blank order filling in there. In this it is secondly, in this 2 order filling system is inventory master file is there. In invoicing system, inventory master file is there. If we are, suppose we are changed in this server, automatically the changes are done in invoicing system also there. That is not flexible. Both are converted in that. After that, file descriptions are stored within each application program that accessing a given file. File descriptions are stored, some applications are stored within each application program that accessing a given file. After that, customer master file is used in both the order filling system and then as well as invoicing system also. After that, a file processing system produces number of documents and report routinely and effectively. These systems are inflexible and cannot easily respond to request for a new or redesigned product. If some person is there, new person is came and new document to develop on that, these systems are inflexible, cannot easily respond to request for a new design. If we want to new design a product, this is not support for this type of system. In the file processing system, as much as 80% of the total information system development budget only it will be taken on, it will be run on system development only, may be devoted to program maintenance. From program maintenance it will be take more. And then standard procedures are required by the organization to operate effectively with the information system, which is nothing but rules and regulations are very poor in this system. Standards are very organized and operatively effectively, but within the system. This is about fine valley system, fine valley, order valley system. These are the defaults, or they are rectified in this. After that, types of databases are the range of database applications. The range of database applications can be divided into 5 categories. First one is personal database, and second one is work group database, and third one is department database, and fourth one is enterprise database, and fifth one is internet or intranet and extranet database. And then first one I will discuss about on that. These are personal database. These are designed to support one user within a standalone personal computer. For example, company is having number of salespersons. Every laptop is having a simple database application to record customer information. For example, a company having so many systems, so many salespersons will be there. Every laptop is having a simple database application to record his own customer information. And then work group database. It is a relatively small team of people who collaborate on the same project or application. A work group typically contains less than 25 persons. The method of sharing the data in the database is, they are grouped at less than 25 people will be there in work group database. Personal database only having salespersons. There only every laptop is having a simple database and application to record his own customer information. And then each member of the work group has a desktop computer, and the computers are linked mean of LAN, local area network will be there in that. The database is stored on a central device called database server, which is also connected to the network. Each member of the work group has access to the shared data. In this case, the database is stored on central server will be there, that is called database server, in which connected to the network, which is connected to the LAN already. Each member of the work group has access to the sharing data. After that, department database will be there. A department is a functional unit within an organization. Department is generally larger than. It contains 20 to 100% people will be there and is responsible for various range of functions will be there in this. And then next, enterprise database. An enterprise database is one whose scope is the entire organization or enterprise. which is an scope. Totally an organization will comes under. And such database are intended to support organization wide operations and decision making. The enterprise database support information needs for many departments. For example, I am taking here one example as shown in the figure. So many databases are there which is related to the one hospital and the medical clinic, and next one is the operations and the nursing home, and then medical link will be. These are collaborated with the cooperative operation cooperative office, which the cooperative office is related to the data warehouse. Some data warehouse which is stored all the related data items are stored in the data warehouse. After that, intranet and extranet database. The most recent change that affect the database environment is the concept of internet. Already we know the thing, internet. What is an internet? The change affect the database environment is the concept of internet. A worldwide network that connect user of multiple platforms easily through an interface known as a web browser. For example, here I am taking World Wide Web will be there, www is there. In this, so many platforms easily we can web browser. Suppose I am going to take a one web browser here, Chrome will be there, and web, and then Mozilla is there, and Internet Explorer will be there. Any browser I am searching some information, it will be opened. A World Wide is nothing but multiple platforms easily through an interface is known as a web browser. That is an example for intranet. And the next one is this application requires database support. Many application requires universal access by using this faster access and lower cost. In this application requires database support. Many applications will be there. In many application requires universal access. If we want to grow and throw an if we want to search anything in web browser, it will any information we are searching here, some place will be there. I am searching here, the result is same, and another place they are searching information, that is also same, by using this faster access and lower cost. Okay. It means same concept. When we are searching in all the places, it will comes the same output will be there. That is the intranet. Extranet. The internet database are designed in a web server and application servers will be there. In this database, we are designing web also is there and application server is there. In the interconnection of computer within organization is called intranet. Both are connected with this. In this, web server is there and application server comes under extranet database. This is about databases, types of databases. After that, objectives of database approach. In this, objectives of database approaches, they are divided into 5 parts will be there. Number one is the shareability, availability, and data independence, and evolvability, and data integrity. These are the 5 parts. One by one we will discuss about on this. Shareability. The data which is stored into database should be shareable by all the application programmers. Whenever we are taking some data is there that is stored into a database, should be shareable, should be all one by one, it will be shareable by all the application programmers. And then availability, it means the data items prepared by one application program are available to all applications. That whenever we are taking some data items is there that are prepared by one application only, one application program, that are available to all applications, that are taken to use for all application programmers. And then data independence. The user of the database establish the view of the database. Whenever for example, I am taking here one user database establish their view of the data and its structure without regard to actual physical storage of the database, which is he is having a data independence without knowing any before the designing structure. He developed a data independence by using this database establish. And then after that, evolvability. The database can evolve as a application usage, which is using for only application usage. This is a flexibility for this. And then data integrity is there. The database establish a uniform high level of accuracy and consistency is there. Whenever we are using a database that is establish a uniform high level, which is having a high level accuracy and consistency will be there. And then after that, next topic is components of database environment. How many components and how it will be worked. And then the major components of a type database environment, their relationships is there, which is shown in the figure. Some DBA is there, first one, database administrator is there, and system developer is there, and end user is there. In these three interrelated to the case tools and user interfaces and application programs. And then user interface is related to the repository, and then application is related to the DBMS, repository is related to the DBMS, and the DBMS is related to the database, and which is going to the storing the information from. And one by one we will discuss which is the purpose of a database which is used. It is collection of a logically related data symbol of database, which is used for collection of logical, which is we are taking a collection of logical related data symbol, that is known that is shown as a figure of a data symbol. And then DBMS, it is the set of programs that enables, and it is the person to construct and maintain, manipulate the database. Whenever a set of programs are enables, we are taking some persons will be there. The persons are to construct the type of database. Which type of database he can take? The type of database he has to construct and maintain and manipulate the database. After that, database administrator is there. He is the person. Administrator is a person having the central control the data and the program. Then such person is called a database administrator. He is a central control of the database. After that, application program is there. Application programs that is used to create and maintain a database and provides the information to the user. Some programs will be there. Programs that is used to create and maintain. How to create the database and how to maintain the database and provide the information to the user who want to use this information to the user. And then case tools, computer aided software engineering tools, which is known as automated tools used to design database and application programs only will be there. Tools are which are using nothing but automated tools are there. These tools are used for designing, how to design a database and how to design our application programs. These are used for that. Repository. Then next, it is a centralized knowledge database, which is a centralized database knowledge for all the data technicians, which is used for all the data technicians and data relationships, screens and report formats, which is used for the technicians and which is used for the data relationships and which is used for the report formats and other system components and extended set of metadata. Is nothing but in the short we call it as it contains a metadata. It contains a metadata. Repositories is nothing but we are storing the data. These are the about of data components of database environment. After that I am going to discuss about on that advantages of database approach. This is a very important concept of database management system. In this, database approach offers number of advantages compared to the traditional file processing system. Then I discussed about the traditional filing system, Fine Valley furniture system, that is the traditional file processing system compared. What is the advantages, number of advantages compared to the traditional processing system? In this system number of concepts will be there. One by one we will discuss about on this. Program data independence and minimal data redundancy, and next one is the improved data consistency, and fourth one is the improved data sharing, and fifth one is the increased productivity of application development, and sixth one is the enforcement of standards, and seventh one is the improved data quality, and next one is the improved data accessibility and responsiveness, and next one is the reduced program maintenance. These are. In this program data independence, we will discuss about on this. The separation of data descriptions. Whenever we are using the database, the databases are separations. Separation of database descriptions from the application programs that use the data is called data independence. Whenever we are having an independence, we are separating that type of database. After that, minimal data redundancy. The design goal within the database approach is that separate data files are integrated into a single logical structure. Whenever we are taking a database design, that approach are separated a data file that are totally integrated or mixed in a single logical structure. The database approach does not eliminate redundancy. Redundancy means repetition entirely. It does not eliminate in this system. Minimal data redundancy, they are not eliminating the dual entirely, but it allows the designer to carefully control the type and amount of redundancy to improve the database performance. In this designer structure, carefully we control type of how to control a type and amount of redundancy to improve database performance. This is about minimal data redundancy, means it does not eliminate redundancy. After that, improve data consistency. By eliminating the data redundancy, whenever we are multiple database we are eliminating, we really reduce the opportunity. For the inconsistency, we can avoid the wastage of memory space. For example, we are eliminating the multiple databases. We save the memory space. We can avoid the wastage of memory space. Improve data consistency. This is about. After that, for example, we are taking improved data consistency. For example, customer address is stored only once. If we want to store one customer address is stored in once. If we want updations, the updating the data values are really simplified when each value is stored in one place only, not a dual place. Only one place it will be stored. That is the minimal redundancy. And then improve data sharing. Database designed as a sharing cooperative resources. For example, authorized users are granted permission to use the database. Only authorized persons only granted to use that type of databases, not for all. And next one is the user view. A logical description of some portion of the database that is required by the user portion. Some example, a logical description is there. Some portions of a database is there that are required by the user portion of the database that is required by the user to perform some tasks will be there. Each user to provide one or more user used to facilitate this use. Everyone should use these facilities. User view. Improve data sharing. Whenever we want to share this data type, everyone to share, use it to facilitate this use of an opportunity. And then next one is the increased productivity of application development. A major advantage of the database approach is that it greatly reduces the cost and time. A major advantage in this case, the side heading is there, increased productivity. Whenever we are using this type of database, increase the productivity of application development. A major advantage is there, greatly reduce the cost and time for developing new business application, which is a very most important concept, and assuming that the database and the related data acquire and maintenance. He is a capture related data and maintaining the data. Application having already been designed and implemented. Whenever this type of application we are using already been designed and implemented, the programmer can concentrate on specific functions required for the new application without having to worry about the design details. He don't know anything, but he can design new application without having to worry about the file designing details. After that, the DBMS provides a number of high level productivity tools. He provides in DBMS, whenever we are using the DBMS, he provides a number of high level productivity tools such as forms and report generators also is there. After that, enforcement of standards is there. Database approach is implemented with full management support like single point authority and responsibility for establishing and enforcing data standards. Is nothing but rules. Whenever we are using the database approach, that is implemented by full management, that is designed with a full management support like single point authority, responsibility, establishing. And then standards is nothing but naming conventions and data quality and standards and uniform procedures for accessing, updating and protecting the data. This is about. And then next one, improving data quality. The database approach provides a number of tools and the processes to improve data quality. Whenever we are using whenever we are maintaining the data, that is improved database quality. The database approach provides a number of tools. Number of tools are there that process to improve data quality. After that, improved data accessibility and responsibility. In relation database, end user without experience can often retrieve and display the data. He don't know the anything. For example, unknown persons is will came and he use the database, and end user without experienceable. Whenever the project is completed, the end user will came and use it. The end user without experience can often retrieve and data, display the data. After that, reduce program maintenance. Stored data must be changed frequently for various reasons. New data item types are added, data formats are changed. Whenever a data must be changed frequently for various reasons, new data item types are, whenever we want to add it, and whenever we want to data formats are changed. These are comes under the reduce program maintenance. And then next we will discuss about on the topic of function of DBMS. Data dictionary management. In this we are dividing about 9 concepts will be there. First one is the data dictionary management, and next one is data storage management, and next one is the data transformation presentation, and then next one is the security management and multi-user access control, backup and recovery management, and next one is data integrity management, and then next one is database language application and program interface, database communication interface. One by one we will discuss about on that. Data dictionary management. What is the data dictionary management? The data DBMS stores, defines of that element and relationships. It means a metadata in a data dictionary. It means already just now I tell about on this metadata in a data dictionary, which is all stored. Definitions of elements and relationships, these are all stored in a data dictionary. And then next one is a data storage management. DBMS creates, manages complex structure. In this DBMS, some creation is there. Creates, and then as well as manage complex structure requires for data. Whenever the customer whenever he want to develop the project, that type of he require for data storage. It also store related data entry forms, screens. He want to develop, he want to store the related data entry form screens, definitions, report definitions also is there. Data storage management. And the next one is the data transformation and presentation. DBMS creates transformation, physically retrieving. It has in DBMS creates transforms one by one. It will be transforms, physically retrieving the data to the conform to the user logically expectation. Whenever the user expectations, it will gives the information to that type of user. And then next one, security management. DBMS create a security system that enforces user security. The data privacy is there. All the DBMS users may be authenticated to the DBMS through a username and then password, and then biometric authentication such as fingerprint scan will be there. For example, we are taking authentication is very important for the database, for any organization, for any company, for any organized sector, which is very authenticated for that security management. They are maintaining the username and password or biometric authentications or anything, it will be maintained. And then next one is the multi-user access control is there. To provide data integrity or data consistency, the database uses number of algorithms to ensure that multiple users can access the database management concurrently without compromising the integrity of the database. Whenever to provide multi-users, whenever the databases are used multi-user access, then only that type of database maintain integrity and data consistency. After that, backup and recovery management. DBMS provides backup. It has to maintain, must and should, it has to maintain the backup and data recovery to ensure data safety and integrity. He has to maintain a data safety and integrity. And recovery management deals with the recover of the database of failure, such a bad sector in the disk of power failures also is there. Whenever this type of problem will be facing, the type of database is backup and recovery management it's having. After that, data integrity management. Data integrity management, DBMS promotes and enforce integrity rules. Some rules will be there. Some in that one will be there, minimizing redundancy and maximizing consistency. Data relationship stores data dictionary used to enforce data integrity. Whenever this type of data we are using, the type of data used to enforce a data integrity, they are maintaining the data integrity. And then integrity is very important in transaction oriented database systems, for example banking systems. After that, database languages and performing interfaces and applications will be there. In this the database provides the data access through a query language. We are maintaining, whenever we are using the database, we are maintaining a query language. A query language is a non-procedure language, By using this query language, user can specify how it is to be done. User known how can we retrieve that type of data. And DBMS communication interface. Current generation DBMS accept the end user request via multiple different network environment. It can be accessed through internet web browser. For example, in DBMS data communications interface, we are taking current generation. DBMS. That type of generation accepts he accepts end user whatever you want to request via multiple different net environment. It can be accessed through an internet web browser only. This is about a fundamental concepts and a brief introduction of first chapter of database management system, and next topic we will discuss on next session only. Thank you one and all.